Sickening, you all are beautiful, and I am honored that I was chosen to be here as a special guest because it just means the world to me. I have been doing drag for 10 years, and it has always been my dream to get on Dragula and to be able to do that, and I thought that was the pinnacle, I thought that was the dream, but being able to travel the country and be able to meet so many incredible, close, tight-knit communities such as yourselves that is the true dream come true, and I am forever grateful for that. And I'm so glad that I get a space to be able to speak my truth to all of you. And that is this, right now. There is some scary shit happening in our country. Anytime you're on social media, anytime you are on, the television, hell, anytime you're visiting your parents, right? But you know what? This anger, this hatred, this fear-mongering that keeps trying to bring us down, that is all it is. That is the number one tactic of the fascists to try and keep us down under their thumb. I'm going to tell you right now, there is nothing that is going to put us back in the closet, honey, okay? They are fascists that are trying to scare us back into an existence that, I'm sorry, honey, will never be seen again, okay? I truly believe that the number one way to fight fascism is with community, and that is what we are doing today. And that is what drag is all about. It is about art. It is about love. It is about community and acceptance. And every single one of you are a part of that by being here tonight. And not only that, by being your most authentic selves. Because what they want with their fear-mongering is for us to disappear, for us to stop being visible. Well, I am encouraging you tonight to continue to be visible, to be louder than you have ever been in your entire lives. There are some of us in this room that remember what it was like to not have rights, that remember what it was like to be oppressed and to be erased and to have a government turn its back on us while an entire generation was wiped off of this earth, a generation of artists, of musicians, of community leaders, of lovers, of families, that our government just watched us disappear.
And they say that's not genocide.
It is, baby. There are a lot of people in here in this room that don't remember what that's like, that don't know. You have come into adulthood, you have come into this world knowing rights. You have seen it, you have expected it. Same-sex marriage, I'm gonna have that. Ooh, we are getting there with transgender individuals. I'm seeing them left and right? And now you are seeing them trying to roll that back. For the first time, you are about to see what they are going to try to do to us. And the only way that they can make that work is for you to be scared and for you to hide under a rock. Baby, I want you to go out and be loud and be proud and be who you are. I want you to think back to a time when you were afraid to be yourself. It doesn't matter what that is. Lesbian, gay, transgender, asexual. Hell, you could be, I don't know, some sort of sports fan. I want you to remember a time when you were afraid to be yourself. You might have been a child. It might have been 2 weeks ago. But you saw somebody. You saw a queer person walking down the street, living their loud and proud lives, and you thought, damn, maybe I can do that too. And that was a slippery slope. And the dominoes started to fall. And that is what is allowing you to be that today. And those people, that person doesn't even know that they touched your lives. They don't even know who you are. You don't know who they are. And I am saying this not to go and thank that person. I am saying this to remind you what your power is. Every day that you are feeling weak, that you are feeling afraid, that you are feeling unseen, I guarantee you, if you have that courage to walk out the store and just walk down the street to your local Walgreens, honey, there is going to be a young queer person that's going to see you. There is going to be an old, scared, closeted queer person that's going to see you. And you will never know who they are. And they will never know who you are. But you will save their lives by being visible. Remember that. Every single time that you are visible, you save a queer person's life, okay? That is the power that you have. Never forget it. And remember, that is one thing they can never take away from you, okay? And I want to take a moment for all of my trans and non-binary beauties out there. I want to remind you that anytime you don't feel like you are seen, I see you. Every time that you feel like you are not loved, I love you.
I love you!
You are valid. You are real. And baby, there is not just two genders. That is some ignoramus bullshit. Trans people and non-binary people have been around since the beginning of time. In fact, they have been revered as holy, as magical. So if you are trans or non-binary, I want to remind you, it does not matter what you look like. It does not matter how people address you. You are fucking real. You are magical. You are holy. And you are the number one thing that is going to get this through this time. Because I tell you what, any time that we are oppressed, it is the trans and non-binary community that lifts us up and fights for them and be visible. I love you all so much. Thank you for having me.